Welcome to a different kind of a video on my channel. Today I want to talk about my good old friend anxiety. Those of you who know me know that I've dealt with anxiety for about a couple years now, and I know a lot of people have dealt with it a lot longer. Also, before we start this video, I am trying out this new ring light that I have behind my camera that my best friend got me for my birthday, and I think it actually looks really nice. I have it on like the warm setting, but watch this. Now it's on the cold setting, so if I wanted like, I think I can do even more. Yeah, so if I wanted like cold light, then I could do like this. Your girl likes warm light. So from dealing with my anxiety, aside from the usual playing with your pets, doing something fun, being with people you love, when my anxiety first started, I didn't know what to do. And I would panic about my panic, which would create more panic, and I would panic about that, and it was just this spiral out of control of panicking, essentially about panicking. I didn't know how to stop it. I just was scared of it and kind of just hoped it would pass, and it eventually it did, but it would have been nice if I would have known like some tips and tricks to kind of get it under control more quickly before it takes control of me. So I decided that I would give you guys my 4 best tips for dealing with anxiety / panic attacks. These are just tips that I tend to go to pretty much right away when my anxiety flares up or when I have a panic attack, and they seem to work the best for me. Some of them you may already know, but I'm just here to give them to you anyways because they really help me. The first one I'm going to start with is pretty basic, but it's listening to calm music. And this can be anything that you find calm. My boyfriend thinks Minecraft music is calm. I think piano music is calm. You can listen to like nature sounds, like ocean waves or rain on the pavement. They have a sound for pretty much anything. If you like white noise, you can go on YouTube and you can search like sound effects for anything, like inside of a coffee shop or a laundry machine, the inside of a country club. Like you can literally find like white noise for just about anything, and that's really calming. But also there's 2 other types of things that I really like to listen to. One is if you search music for calming anxiety, music for anxiety, etc. There's these like hours long musics that's supposed to calm anxiety, and it's like not necessarily music, but it's like sounds and like ethereal maybe. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but there's a lot of them and they're pretty simple, pretty basic, but they seem to just like kind of calm me down. And going along with that, if you search like guided meditations for anxiety, guided meditations for panic attacks, and people may not believe in meditations, but it's not like sitting there and saying Om, it's walking yourself through it and like walking through how to calm yourself, and there's all kinds of different ones. I find that those work a lot, especially when your anxiety is so bad that you can't really get in control of like your own mind and you feel out of control of your own thoughts. It's perfect to have somebody kind of do that for you, remind you to like ground and get a grip on it. The second thing that I tend to do is self-talk. I learned a lot about this through my counseling. Self-talk is essentially what it sounds like. It's reminding yourself, like for example, when I have panic attacks, I get very scared because it's very physical, and I feel like, well, what if I'm having a heart attack? You know, what if I'm dying? And it sounds stupid, but like those who have anxiety know that that's a real thing. So I'll sit there and you can say it either in your mind or out loud, wherever you are. It kind of depends on where you're at, what you feel comfortable with, but kind of saying like, okay, this is just anxiety, I'm not dying, or this is anxiety, this is going to pass, you know, this is my anxiety, I have seen this before and I'm going to be okay, you know, I just need to push through this, and I know how this is, I know what this is. It's basically just reminding yourself that like, okay, this is just anxiety, we know what this is, and we are not going to freak out about something that we've seen 100 times. The self-talk thing is not for everybody, but I just have found that it works a lot for me. In the beginning, it was really hard for me to remember to even do this because I was panicking so much that I didn't even think about it. So I had people like remind me to kind of like talk myself through it, and then after a while it almost became like a habit. Number 3, this is what I call 5-3-8 breathing. I learned this not only through the internet, but also through my counseling. This is a breathing technique where you inhale for 5 seconds, hold it for 3, and exhale it for 8. You do that at least once, but do it until you start to feel better. Basically, this is an actual like proven method that switches your brain chemistry essentially. So basically, when you are panicking, your mind is in its parasympathetic nervous system, which is essentially your fight or flight mode. And when you do this breathing technique, it actually switches your mind from the parasympathetic nervous system to the sympathetic nervous system, which is your regular, calm, everyday mode, I guess. It literally tells your brain like, hey, like let's switch from panic to calm. And so I find that if I do this maybe 3 or 4 times, then I immediately start to feel more calm. Going off of this, my last tip, my tip number 4, that's a 5. Number 4, my last tip, number 4, kind of goes off of that 5-3-8 breathing. It's just focusing on your breath and belly breathing. So when I say focusing on your breath, I mean trying to focus simply on breathing rather than all of the panicking, racing thoughts that are going through your head. Just focus on every inhale, every exhale. Some may say that this is kind of like meditation, which in a sense it actually is, but it does calm your mind a lot and it keeps your mind from wandering too far and just it prevents it from like making it worse, I guess. And that being said, when I say belly breathing, I mean when you inhale, instead of breathing into your chest, you want to breathe into your belly. So when you breathe in, you might feel your chest rise. Try to focus and learn how to breathe into your belly. So when you breathe in, you feel your belly rise. And some people, this comes really easily to them. Other people have to practice this more. This is again another proven way to get your brain to actually calm down the rest of your body. The reason for this is when you are panicking, you probably will notice you're taking a lot of short, shallow breaths into your chest. When you're breathing like that, that is a stimulant to your mind that there is something wrong and that you're in danger and that you need to essentially panic, which is what you're doing. When you are breathing normally, you tend to breathe more into your belly, and when you breathe deep breaths, like deep inhale, deep exhale breaths into your stomach area, this actually tells your mind that you are safe, that there is no immediate threat or danger, and therefore it can calm down. And you actually will notice a difference if you try this. It works wonders, at least for me. But yeah, it's kind of a crazy thing how that works, but it does. So that's it. Those are my 4 tips for dealing with some panic attacks and anxiety issues. If you have them, I know like I could have used these tips when things first got bad for me. I just want to let you guys know that if your anxiety is new to you and it seems hopeless and terrifying, like I've been there, and let me tell you, like, I know it's cheesy and everyone says like it gets better, but like it does, because you learn how to deal with it, you learn how to cope with it, and you aren't like scared of it anymore. It's more so just like a pain in your ass. But for real though, like it's you can deal with it. Like it's, you know, it's gonna come and it's gonna go. It's not gonna be horrible all the time. I definitely recommend counseling if you're struggling, and if you want to talk to your doctor about medication helped me a lot. I definitely recommend counseling and therapy over medication, but to each their own, and do what you need to do. If you guys have any questions for me about these tips or just like anxiety in general, like feel free to leave them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. If you guys want me to make more videos like this or more just about my anxiety in general, my anxiety story, whatever you want to know, also comment that down below. If you like this video or you found it helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do that as well so you can see more of my channel. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next channel video. Bye!